Morning folks, right, I've just been to the range, at IKEA and Asda this morning. They didn't have a great stuff on the floor, stuck with the blue sack. Right, okay, I bought a couple of brushes. These are the only two decent flats I had today, so I need to stock up a bit. So I'm in the process of trying to simplify. So I'm going to do a sky, then I'll think of a landscape to put to abstract above. I might do one like the quarry lake, waterfilled quarry in Beddington Farm land. So let's go for some drama. I've got a bit of vet gel here, look, poured out. That loses its colour when you mix it. So these brushes, I've not used one of these brushes before. Nice to feel. This is they're graduate brushes. This is a 3/4 one-stroke brush, so I'm sure we're going to find something to do with that one. Now, plenty of white, so I'm going to I've nearly come to the end of this pot of white. I've got another one to go. The next one, oh dear. So we'll just squeeze that out. I don't think we'll get too much more out of that, do you? I hope you had a great weekend. We did. Except the Crystal Palace lost. Well, nothing new there for those that follow football in the UK. Right, okay, so let's start. A bit of vet gel, bit of white. Let's get I'll just try on this graduate blue. Just want to get some paint. I've used a bit of gesso. Ooh, black. Oh, that's all right. I'll be careful with that, won't I? We'll obliterate that. I'll just clean my brush. And we'll see how we go. A bit of this. I have to be careful of that. Now the red is not playing ball. I'm going to have to put some of that out. That doesn't seem to want to stay wet. So we'll just scrape that off. When I find a scraper, a bit of paper. I did a charity demonstration. Well, demonstrations was there for all day on Saturday. They were good fun. I did 5 watercolours. It was too fraught to take oils and acrylics because of acrylic wouldn't be so bad, but oils would have been a no-no really, because I would have done probably 4 or 5 small pictures and I'd have to transport them home in my little micro. So there would be logistic problems there. But I had a good day. I gave my YouTube link to several people, which was good, so they can find me and find my Etsy channel. Right, let's. Oh, we've got to put some red out, haven't I? Red, cadmium red. This is the last. Well, I've got plenty of this left. I stocked up on this red, cadmium red, before Wilkinson finally sold out, because then they stopped doing those tubes. They might have a range of 120 mil tubes. I don't know. I haven't been over there for a while. Right, drink me coffee. That's better. A dark bit over the top here, see what that looks like. I did, the last one I did for you was on Friday. I did an abstract, semi-abstract of a meadow. I love meadows. But oil paints of course take a long time to dry, and I used such thick paint that it slurred into a much lighter colour than I'd hoped. Let's have a bit of black in there, black and red, see what that comes out like, a bit of that. It's a nice stormy colour. But with the acrylic you can change very quickly. You can with oil. Oil is my favourite medium, but it's horses for courses really. I think abstracts painting, or acrylic lends itself to abstraction because you can drag over it pretty quickly and get different effects with some of the colours. I have gessoed this with PVA glue and some chalk dust. Okay, keep going. By the time I put some lighter stuff on there, it'll okay. I bought a frame at IKEA. The apertures are quite a bit smaller than that. I think the aperture is 40 centimetres by 30 centimetres, which would be okay. I just want it for display really. Also, I want to start testing some frames for when I do this exhibition at Denby's, which is a lovely venue in Dorking. Oh, that's not Dorking. In Surrey. My hero, Wetherspoon founder Tim Martin, now buying 30,000 bottles of sparkling wine a year now from there instead of French. Just not in. Hear the phone. I don't answer the phone. Not when I'm painting. If I stop, I've got to edit the next video together with this one, and it takes quite a time with the Windows Movie Maker. It's good for a free one. Right, okay. Let's see if we can get some drama out. I've got an idea. This brush is a is a hog, or it's a bristle brush, it's not a nylon. The other one, this is a nylon, but I think this one's a bristle. They're only £2.50 each. Right, let's get a bit of lighter stuff here. Cad yellow and a bit of red. Is that all right? Yeah, that's still loose. Oh. I'm trying to get much more slabby with my work. I love the work of Jackie Gardner and Andre Pallet on the British Impressionists. If you're on Facebook, just go into British Impressionists. There's some really good artists on there. And it's what it says, British Impressionists. A bit of yellow in there. Yeah, I've gessoed this with some PVA glue and chalk. Ah, that's very strong, that. That red, yellow, red. So I can modify all this. But it's just getting cleaning the canvas, putting some paint on. No, that's not very good, that. I need to change that. Right, I'm still not sure what I'm going to do. It won't look like anything I've ever photographed. Because you know what I feel about copying photographs. I've done it. Right, okay, we'll let that go for a minute. Let's try this other brush. It's a bit floppy. Right, let's get some blue, red and some white in there. Now, drama. I've got to put out some more ochre in there. Clean that, more coffee while I sit back and look at it. It's blue tack that's making this possible. This, well, was. Must be blue tack. Where's it gone? Hold on, I'll put that under there. Just a little bit of blue tack. Clean the brush. Shake it. I shake all over my floor, but I've got a carpet underneath the rug. It takes the bulk of it. So let's get a bit merry with the black and the yellow and the red and the blue. More red in there. Red, yellow, black. And more red and yellow in that. Right, so that's given us somewhere to go. Now we'll turn out into Beddington Farm. I don't know, but we can put a stream in there. Let's see what that would look like. Right, let's just get that yellow ochre off there, and because it's dried out. They've been on there for probably nearly a week since I did my last acrylic. As I got into the oil, I had the weekend off. I was painting all of Saturday, but for a charity. Paint for charity, you don't get any money. I didn't even sell a picture. But I wasn't there to sell pictures. I was there just to show people out of interest, the socialising. Right, I've got some yellow. I've got graduate yellow. I've got some gallery yellow ochre. That is. But the range has got a very good range of cheaper student quality paints that are quality, not super saturated. I've never used artist quality acrylic that I know of. I've used plenty of artist quality watercolour in the past, but alright, let's get some of that. No, that's right, I'm just going to put in a bit of landscape here, so let's mix a bit of this, bit of that, bit of this. Just going for it, just till I find something that I like. Bit of sunny day. Got a bit of dark in there. Okay. So I want it abstract, but not so abstract that you don't know what it is. I mean, I'm going to make it obvious. Sort of abstracting expressionism, I would call this. This is the sort of joy of painting. Childish, yes. Any meaning? No, I don't think so. It's just using your paints for creating art rather than copies of photographs. I've done all that. Get a nice green now, a bit of viridian. Bit of white with that. Viridian's a lovely, lovely colour. Look, it's brilliant. It's almost fluorescent. Let's bring that up here. So shadows in reed beds, or so I love the look at Jackie Guy. If you want to see the way I'm trying to go, I'm not copying her, but I'm developing along those lines. An acrylic is very good because it dries so quick. Although I was slowing it down with the vector gel, you can scumble over like dry brush. You get some lovely, not meaningless strokes really, but a bit of light on there. There's the main light there. Right, let's just modify that dark colour into more mauvey. You can go too dark with the skies, but it doesn't matter because your paintings fit what you feel. As you go along, and you have the right to change whatever you do. It's your painting, your paint. I don't want anything sort of like a flat wash or anything. I've got to put variety in. So let's get some more cloud down there. Now that's a very abstract sort of sky. Okay, well let's go back to the land now. Now, where's my land brush? Here it is. No, not that one, this one. Comes it's 20 past 12. Oh. Alright, get some light green in here. Black, red and yellow. The variety you can get just with those three colours without over mixing them in the brush. So leave the colours sort of separate as far as you can. Well, that's just my take on it. But look, I'm going to have more yellow in there. Oh, lovely colour, just not really mixed. Got to do this water in a minute. And we'll put some more blue. I think we'll put patches of light blue in the sky. I think we'll just get this done here. A bit of so it started off as the idea would be for a Beddington farm, the quarry, didn't it? But it's something different now. The distance. not really stiff, this brush. So I hope it just all sort of comes together like it sort of gels. I'm going to put a mount on it. I can put some dark in the foreground. Let's do some of that. Red, black, yellow. Oh yeah, yellow. Catch a bit of light here. Right, I'm going to put that in the mount and we'll have a discussion about it. I'll take that off. You know, you haven't painted for a day and a half. I just get a great desire to do it. Alright, take the blue tack off. See, it's so useful. So I've got my lump. I'll just pull bits off of that. Right, I'll just put that up there so we get a mount on. I'll put that there. Now I don't know where everything is because I came back on Saturday and emptied my huge carry-on bag. I can't find my amazing. My most useful thing is the masking tape. Oh well, never mind, I've got another one there. So we'll do that. That's gone. Oh no, there it is. So nice new one. I even bought a big can, a gallon can of plastic can of paraffin or kerosene for my chimney light, my pressure lantern. As we've got our 50th wedding anniversary coming up in the near future, so we're collecting loads of wine on special deals, of course, going to have some old age pensioners. Oh, it was right under my nose. This is getting a little bit tacky. I'll put that there. I'll find a mount. I want a smaller mount to go with that. So it'd be sort of size. Oh, there we are. There's not a lot of brightness in that, so we'll just put something on there. Just get a bit of a cloud burst. Right, yellow ochre, touch of red. Just putting a little bit of this and that. Just brighten it up a little. And we'll just do the same in here. Okay, so there we have a landscape abstract. I'm quite pleased with that. I don't know if I want to just move that over there a little bit more, so maybe to there. Start to there. And I'll just clip that so it doesn't slide down. But that painting will be dry in minutes now. There's quite a lot of paint on it. I thoroughly enjoyed the exercise of it. I'm really pleased with that, and I can't find my phone. Right, okay, so I've got to photograph that. I hope you like that, folks. I can zoom you in, but I can't move the camera around too much because it's like a fixed, not like my tripod, this is a mic stand. Alright, let's just go into there and you can see the paint. I think that's worth a signature, don't you? Well, I hope you like it. I'm going to upload that now. I'll find my rigger. That's my rigger. Now this is the problem when you pack all your stuff away. After demonstrating, now I can't find my little riggers. Oh, yes I can. Look there. I haven't taken them out. There's I think my wife made this years ago. My brush holder, so there they are, look. My pencil and my riggers. They were my tools. I didn't use the pencil. They were my tools for my demonstrating. I'll take those two riggers out. Put my brushes in with the watercolour brushes that I currently use. And right, I'll use Frank Clark's brush, which is a lovely little brush. Put that away over there. Palette, where's my palette one? I'm just wondering if I could set my camera up at an angle to see how much you could, but it would be in perspective, so it would just sort of vanish. But I'll put this in red. Just about shows. Clean, clean, clean. Let's get acrylic out of your brushes straight away. Put the other one into soak. Both soaking there. So I can keep this palette going indefinitely, really. Save some paint. So I'll put the lid on in a minute. Well, I hope you like that, folks. It's an abstract of my river Wandle. Let's say it's a river Wandle. It isn't, of course. It's a river. But there we are, it's whatever you want it to be. I quite like it. Thanks for watching or persevering. See you later. Bye bye.